Okay, so this is Stephen King on writing a memoir. 2. A year or so later, my mother, my brother, and I were in Stehpen, I think that's how you pronounce it, Wisconsin. I don't know why. Another of my mother's sisters, Cal even, sorry, WAAC beauty queen during World War II, lived in Wisconsin with her convivial beer drinking husband, and maybe Mum had moved to be near them. If so, I don't remember seeing much of the Weimers, any of them actually. My mother was working, but I can't remember what her job was either. I want to say it was in a bakery she worked in, but I think that came later when we moved to Connecticut to live near her sister Lois and her husband, no beer for Fred, and not much in the way of conviviality either. He was a crew-cut daddy who was proud of driving his convertible with the top up, God knows why. There was a stream of babysitters during our Wisconsin period. I don't know if they left because David and I were a handful, or because they found better paying jobs, or because my mother insisted on higher standards and they were willing to rise to. All I know is there were a lot of them. The only one I remember with any clarity was Ula, or maybe she was Beulah. She was a teenager. She was as big as a house and she laughed a lot. Beulah had a wonderful sense of humour. Even at 4 I could recognise that. But it was a dangerous sense of humour. There seemed to be a potential thunderclap hidden inside each hand, patting, butt-rocking, head-tossing outbursts of glee. When I see those hidden camera sequences where real-life babysitters and nannies just all of a sudden wind up and clout the kids, it was in my days of Ula Beulah I always think of. Was she as hard on my brother David as she was on me? I don't know. He's not in any of these pictures. Besides, he would have been less at risk from Hurricane Ula Beulah's dangerous winds. At 6, he would have been the first grade and off the gunnery range for most of the day. Ula Beulah would be on the phone laughing with someone and beckon me over. She would hug me, tickle me, get me laughing, and then, still laughing, go upside my head hard enough to knock me down. Then she would tickle me with her bare feet until we were both laughing again. Ula Beulah was prone to farts, the kind that were both loud and smelly. Sometimes when she was so afflicted, she would throw me on the couch, drop her wool skirt butt on my face and let loose. Pow! She'd cry with high glee. It was like being buried in marshmallow fireworks. I remember the dark, the sense that I was suffocating. And I remember laughing, because while it was happening, was short and horrible, it was also sort of funny. In many ways, Ula Beulah prepared me for literacy criticism. After having a £200 babysitter fart on your face and yell pow, the village voice holds a few terrors. I don't know what happened to the other sitters, but Ula Beulah was fired. It was because of the eggs. One morning, Ula Beulah fried me an egg for breakfast. I ate it and asked for another one. Ula Beulah fried me a second egg, then asked if I wanted another one. She had a look in her eye that said, "You don't dare eat another one, Stevie." So I asked for another one, and so on. I stopped after 7, I think. 7 is the number that sticks in my mind, and quite clearly. Maybe we ran out of eggs. Maybe I cried off. Or maybe Ula Beulah got scared. I don't know. But probably it was good that the game ended at 7. 7 eggs is quite a few for a 4-year-old. I felt all right for a while, and then I yarked all over the floor. Ula Beulah laughed and went upside my head, then shoved me in the closet and locked the door. Pow! If she just locked me in the bathroom, she might have saved the job, but she didn't. As for me, I didn't really mind being in the closet. It was dark and it smelled of my mother's cosy perfume, and there was a comforting line of light under the door. I crawled back to the closet, Mum's coats and dresses brushing along the back. I began to belch. My loud belches burned like fire. I don't remember being sick to my stomach, but I must have been, because when I opened my mouth to let out another burning belch, I yacked again instead, all over my mother's shoes. That was the end of Eula Beulah, and when my mother came home from work that day, the babysitter was fast asleep on the couch, and little Stevie was locked in the closet fast asleep, with half-digested fried eggs drying in his hair.